to Jungle Annie's Art Safari. I'm your host, Jungle Annie, and today we are going to be exploring the first element of art, which is line or lines. Now, in order to explore lines, we are here in the tropical rainforest looking for the elusive Larry the Line Snake, because Larry the Line Snakes are really famous for creating all different types of lines with their bodies. So let's see if we can find a Larry the Line Snake. Oh, I see one in that bush one over there. Hold on. Here he is, Larry the Line Snake. Now Larry the Line Snake, when he takes his body and straightens it up and positions his body straight up and down, he creates what's called a vertical line. Can we say that? Vertical line. But then when he turns his body side to side, still keeping it straight, he creates what's called a horizontal line. Can we say that? Horizontal line. But then if he turns his straight body to be a slanted straight line, this is called a diagonal line. Can you say that? Diagonal line. But then when he starts unstraightening his body and curves it around, this is when he creates a curved line. Can you say that? Curved line. But then sometimes Larry the Line Snake starts really curving his body and makes many curves. We would call this line a wavy line. Can you say that? Wavy line. But then sometimes those curves start tightening up and becoming sharp angles. This is when Larry the Line Snake starts to create what we would call a zigzag line. Can you say that? Zigzag line. Slanting up, diagonal line, slanting down. Diagonal line slanting up, diagonal line slanting down, diagonal line slanting up. That creates a zigzag line. But sometimes Larry the Line Snake really loves to curve his body so much that he curves it round and round and round and round so that it creates what's called a spiral line. Can you say that? Spiral. But then, if you look out, sometimes Larry the Line Snake gets with other snakes and creates little Larry the Line Snake egg babies. And when those eggs are all lined up in a line, they create what's called a dotted line. A dotted line is when dots are in a certain line, all in a row. So these eggs create what's called a dotted line. But then sometimes when those eggs hatch and little baby Larry the Line Snakes line up straight, one right next to the other, they create what's called a dashed line. Can you say that? Dashed line. Here they are, dash, 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 in a line. Then, sometimes those baby Larry the Line Snakes grow up, and when they get together, they start growing and curving their bodies. And if they curve their bodies, one right next to the other, creating a continuous line, these curve after curve after curved shapes make what's called a scallop line. Can you say that? Scallop line. Let's create a scallop line with our fingers. Ready? Curve, stop. Another rainbow curve, stop. Another rainbow curve, stop. That's what's called a scallop line. Are you ready to go exploring to find Larry the Line Snake in the rainforest with me? You are? Okay, get out your binoculars. Here we go. Follow me. Here we see Larry the Line Snake in the wild. See how he has straightened his body up and he is facing so that his body is straight up and down. Now, what type of line do you think Larry the Lion Snake is making with his body? You're right. Larry the Lion Snake is making a vertical line with his body. We can tell it's a vertical line because it's a straight line that goes up and down. Great job. Oh, look, Larry changed his position and he's now a straight line that is going side to side. What type of line do you think Larry is making now? You're right. Larry is now making a horizontal line. We can tell it's a horizontal line because he straightened his body, but he's going from side to side. Great job. Larry has now changed his position, and it looks as though he's still a straight line. However, the straight line is slanting from top to bottom. What type of line is Larry making now? You got it. Larry is now making a diagonal line. Can you make a diagonal line? Nice job. Uh-oh. Larry changed his position and he's no longer a straight line. Starting from his tail, it looks like it's diagonally going up, but creates a sharp angle going diagonally down, then diagonally up again, then diagonally down, then diagonally up again. What type of line is Larry now making? You're right. He's making a zigzag line. Let's practice making a zigzag line. Ready? Get out your pointers. Let's draw diagonally up, diagonally down, diagonally up, diagonally down, diagonally up. Nice job. Oh, whoa. Larry now curved out those sharp angles of his zigzag line and has now created a different type of line. What type of line is Larry making now? You got it. Larry is making a wavy line now. Get out your pointers. Let's draw a wavy line. A wavy line is not sharp and pointy like a zigzag line, but curves up, then curves down, but then curves up and curves down. Nice and smooth. Nice job. Great jumping, Jehoshaphat. Larry now has completely curved his body. What type of line is that? Oh yeah, he's making a curved line. Can you draw a curved line with me? Ready? Curve. Oh my goodness! Larry has now curved himself completely around that he's now curving inside into the middle of himself. What the heck type of line is that? That was a tough one, but you're right. Larry made a spiral line. Get out your pointers. Let's draw a spiral. Ready? Curving so much that it curves and gets smaller, curve, smaller, curve. Great spiral. Wait a minute. We've now discovered a line that is created by many Larry the Lion Snake eggs. What type of line are those eggs making? Well, technically, those eggs are making two different types of lines. They're making a horizontal because it's going from side to side, dotted line because that horizontal line is made up of individual dots. So, technically, horizontal dotted line. Aw, look. Those Larry the Lion Snake eggs hatched to make little baby Larry the Lion Snakes. And look, they're lined up from side to side with a little space in between each one of them. What type of line are those little babies making now? You might have guessed it. This is also technically two different types of lines. The little baby Larry the Lion Snakes are doing a horizontal because again, they're going from side to side, but they're also creating a dashed line. A dashed line is when you have lines with a little bit of space in between each one of these dashes. So technically, this is a horizontal dashed line. Great guess. What, as I live and breathe, look at those little Larry the Line snakes forming a different type of line together. Can you guess what type of line they're making now? I think you got it. They are technically also making two different types of lines. They are again making a horizontal because they're going from side to side, but they are making a scalloped line. We know that it's a scalloped line because they go from one curve right into another curve, right into another curve. Even if they were doing it upside down, curving under, it still would technically be a horizontal scalloped line. Wow, great job.
You did it! You guessed our line! Yay!
All right, explorers, I want to thank you for joining me today in discovering all different types of lines that Larry the Line Snake made. In fact, he has a message for you.
See you really soon!
All right, explorers, see you next time. Bye.